It was wonderful to play a character who is she's so passionate and so incredibly full of life, and I really admired that quality in her, not least because we very rarely see that, I think, in films, especially when we're given a woman who lives alone and works alone and exists very much in a man's world. And also Sabine she does have a past, and she does have some grief in her past, but she doesn't carry that with her, so it isn't the sort of most dominating side of her spirit. You know, she has this sort of joyful quality, and she's learnt to live with this terrible thing that's happened in her past, which you learn about in the last part of the film. It was wonderful playing someone who's that creative and that bohemian and that headstrong. No, I loved it, and I love playing her.
Are you yourself creative, bohemian and headstrong?
Of course. All of those things. All of those things. I'm not necessarily that bohemian, but I'm certainly headstrong, yeah, and creative. It was really wonderful playing a character who experiences the feelings of falling in love again. You know, it is a love story as well, and I think that's something that, for me, was very special about the film. It's a really gentle, beautiful love story.
Finally, for you, it always feels like, you know, the condition is that for the role to be different from a film to the other. How important is that things remain as eclectic as they've been for you?
For me, that's probably the most important thing. And that's not always easy to find, I have to say, you know. But I like playing lots of different characters. I mean, you know, that's what acting is about, and that's why it's so much fun to get to play those different roles and wear those different costumes and really inhabit someone else's life so entirely. And yes, it remains incredibly important to me.
And finally, she's wrapping me up. He is her gardening hero. Who's your acting heroine?
Who is my acting heroine? Well, I think I probably have several. Judi Dench and Meryl Streep and Susan Sarandon. I also really love Juliette Lewis, who doesn't act enough, in my opinion. I think she's wonderful.